A centuries-old cemetery and the final resting place for a man who served as part of Michigan's earliest government is in ownership limbo. Formerly known as the Atlas Cemetery, the land was originally owned by Norman Davison, a veteran of the War of 1812 and one of the framers of the first state constitution.
But now Atlas Township says there's no definitive document to determine ownership, giving the land back to the township. As TV5's Jamie Sherrod reports, the township is now working to preserve the cemetery.
The cemetery has been not very well taken care of because nobody claimed they own it.
That centuries-old cemetery is right behind the Atlas Baptist Church. Although it's in their backyard, they don't own it.
Sometimes they'd pay somebody at the church to mow it. I'd go over there and take care of it. You know, it's just been kind of in limbo.
The small cemetery belonged to the Davison family. It was created in 1837 by Norman Davison after the death of his daughter.
He was a judge. He was somebody that during the Toledo Wars, he is part of the group of men that decided that we would give the Toledo Strip to Ohio and that we would take the Upper Peninsula.
He died in 1847 and passed the cemetery down to his son, Paul, who eventually left the area. The Davison family cemetery has been abandoned ever since.
It's not in bad shape. You know, there's a few headstones that are down, and luckily we never had too much vandalism there.
Bastian wanted to start a 501c3 to have a nonprofit to take care of it. But in order to do that, she needed the property's owner, an obstacle that became an opportunity for the township, agreeing to take over the cemetery.
We're going to fence the cemetery, the perimeter of the cemetery, just mainly to protect the burial grounds itself.
Township Supervisor Shirley Kaufman-Jones says townships have historically taken over abandoned cemeteries, but this cemetery in particular is important to preserve.
Some of the people that are buried there have historical significance for the state of Michigan as well as Atlas Township.
Bastian, grateful for the decision, hopes the cemetery can also become a historic landmark in the area. I'm Jamie Sherrod, WNEM TV5.